All right, Jabrons. So, man, we're planting seeds out here, boys. Yesterday, I made a video talking about how I helped a vendor out who kind of burned himself, and he quoted me a price for a grease trap that was below the price he had to pay for it. And I thought that was the case when he gave it to me. Like, I figured, I was like, there's no way, that price isn't right. I bought a lot of grease traps. That's not the right price. And I planned on it being significantly more than he quoted me. And so when he called me and said, hey, bro, I screwed up. I have to raise this up to at least get it up to cost. Can you do that? He was like, if not, I'll honor it. And I was like, no, you can get it up to cost. I don't want you to lose money. But then, like I said, I thought about it and I was like, no, I planned on this happening. It wouldn't be right for me to make all this extra money because he screwed up. Let me make this right with him. Let him charge what he needs to. And at the same time, that same job, we way overbid it. I overbid this job. I didn't really want this job. It's to put in a little tiny fucking grease trap. This isn't like a concrete grease trap. It's a poly grease trap that me and you could pick up and set in the damn hole together. You know what I mean? It's not this is a little job. And we're not even running the lines. It's not like we're not running any plumbing. It's just a box in the ground. So over 20 grand is especially when the customer's buying the equipment, they're renting the backhoe, they're hauling off the spoils. So this job, I way overpriced it, legitimately, way overpriced it. And I gave him a change order on top of that. And it turns out I can do this job with that change order for the initial price I gave and still be way the hell out on top, right? And then this customer is doing sorry, my sweater's showing, boys. They're doing 4 other restaurants. So this remodel's kind of like the potential, just the end, right? So you show these people what you're made of at the beginning, I'm still gonna hit a home run, right? And we're planting those fucking seeds, and it's just growing. Now, I totally get people seeing that video and being someone fucking Tacklebox was he was Big L for the brass man, and I get it. I really do. I'm not even. Don't get me wrong, guys. If you disagree with what I'm saying, I fully encourage you to say so in the comments. I fully encourage that. It doesn't offend me. I don't take offense to it. I don't think you're being a hater. I don't think you're being mean if you tell me you think I'm wrong. I really don't. It does not bother me at all. Feel free. And what I'm saying is wrong. It's not the right advice. At least it's counterintuitive, right? Because it's not the advice you'd give somebody who's doing residential. If you're talking about a customer that maybe is going to spend $5 grand with you, no, there's no meat on the bone, right? There's no meat on the bone. I'm doing this with customers and vendors, my vendors. And remember, I buy over $1 million a year, boys, over $1 million a year. And we're about to talk about that. I buy over $1 million a fucking year. So my vendors, the relationship is very different. I don't go to the counter. I call a sales guy and he gets the shit ready for me. And I don't go to if I go to the counter, I'll pay way the fuck more. The sales guy, there's a huge difference in price between, if I go to a sales guy or because I set up job accounts. It's a little bit different than your standard, shop accounts. Anyway, so you got to take care of those people. But we're planting seeds, and holy fuck, we got a fucking garden growing, boys. It is. I was just talking to my wife about it, man, and the weight of this is so much. I'm telling you, a mortal man would have crumbled by now. We are dude, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I can't believe I haven't fucking collapsed into this. So I've done this before, but I'm gonna reel off again because I'm gonna fucking really let y'all fucking hear what's happening at this fucking company. Okay, so right now. Literally right now, still working on that goddamn city hall remodel because they're dragging their ass. Still working on that fucking animal services center for that one city because they're dragging their ass. Got 1, 2, 3, 10,000 square foot plus jobs in fucking hospitals going on right now. 20,000 square foot job going on right now. 10,000 square foot standalone clinic going on right now. 2,000 square foot remodel in fucking Kaufman going on right now. 8,000 square foot standalone clinic going down a kind of ground up shell space white box job going on in fucking Kaufman. $16,000 small remodel for a warehouse thing. I don't know. It was an old Winston water cooler in Mansfield, and now I'm doing it. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be. And it's only gas, but we got that one going on. Got a job walk for a $80,000 job project we're starting. I'm going on that one on Friday. Thank God I finished that fucking college job. Still got that big fucking massive service project at the aircraft hangar we're working on. Still got the 20,000 square foot clinic. Just found out. So, okay, this 20,000 square foot clinic, we did that bitch. We're going to have it done in 6 weeks, dog. I'm setting fixtures on Monday. So potentially by the end of the week, I'll be calling for my final dog. Okay. And so the CEO of this giant, I'm not even going to say the fucking name of the company because he's the type of guy that might get a hit by Luigi Mangione out there. Got to protect this guy. Like he's a fucking CEO. He can't believe we did it. He can't believe what's happened with this fucking job because, like, in the GC is the main player in this, not me, right? Like, this guy isn't coming down to see fucking Dyson Plumbing, but I'm a big time part in that because I don't think another company could have done this as fast like we did. Like, me and this GC are like a fucking team. We've done like 30 fucking jobs together now, you know. And so that CEO is coming down because he can't fucking believe it. And he just told me this morning, he's like, dude, they told me they're giving us 10 more fucking jobs. 10 more. He was like, in those is a fucking 20,000 square footer, a 17,000 square footer, a few 10,000. He's like, the smallest one is 7,000 square feet. And I was like, holy fuck. He was like, can you get to it all? I said, bitch, come on. What the fuck can I get to it all? But that's not even the half of it. Like, I've got a separate contractor, I've got the fucking minor emergency clinics, right? We've got 4 of those under contract. I'm doing one way the fuck up in Salina. Got another one starting in fucking Argyle. I don't know what the fuck Argyle is. I got an 8,000 square footer in Heath. I don't even know where the fuck Heath is. I know it's in the Metroplex. There's so many goddamn towns and cities. It's unreal. This guy called me right now that I'm going to ignore and call back. He's got a fucking warehouse in fucking Hutchins that we're doing a big remodel on, and one in Melissa that we're doing a big remodel on. I'm forgetting shit. The fucking dialysis centers, we got the remodels going on at those. Fucking, and that's not even including the service. The service, I can't say the customers for the service and the properties because you can Google these properties. Like, these are big fucking, big time shits. Like, you know, massive multi-billion-dollar properties. But we just picked up a really big one. And we've got, like, this one property management company has really been spreading us around like the dirty plumbing sluts we are, dude. And we have got so many more properties. Like, I'm interviewing this guy today. We're buying the brand new van. I think I'm going to lease this bitch. I don't know. Either way, I'm getting a brand new van by fucking probably Friday, one way or the fucking other, boys. I don't give a fuck. If y'all realize the amount of money I'm dealing with, it's like, you can't hold the company back. You have to fucking get this fucking van. But it has exploded, fuckers. Like, you wouldn't... It's getting to a point where, like, I am going to start using temp services. I don't have a choice. We're going to get this guy hired, get him rolling, and then next week I'm going to, like, right after I get this guy rolling, I'm probably going to bring in 2 more guys for construction. 2 more, like, there's one guy I got in mind who's like an apprentice with like 2-3 years experience, getting close to journeyman, and another apprentice has got like a year experience that I'm trying to bring in. So I'm going to bring those 2 guys over to kind of start filling out my construction side even more. And in the summer, I got Lester hopefully coming over. That's almost in the works. We're hoping about June, July to have him kind of be one of my top guys in the, like, you know, in the management side of the construction side with Randall. And I don't know. It's just, there's no reason why we won't be. I reckon we're gonna have like 12 trucks for construction on the road and 4 to 5 trucks for service on the road. So I know it seems counterintuitive when you hear a guy like me talking about giving money away, right? Like, that's what that last video was about. Like, I gave a lot of money away, right? I helped my vendor out. I helped that customer out. But then you see what I'm doing is I'm planting these fucking seeds, okay? And when you're dealing with informed buyers, people that are inevitably going to buy a lot no matter what, right? They're going to buy no matter what. These people I'm dealing with, it's not like a homeowner that can put off, let that sink keep fucking dripping, or, you know, it's just that one water heater and it's not a big volume customer, right? But when there's people like me who are going to be, if part of their day-to-day is dealing with plumbers, electricians, HVAC guys, it's part of their fucking day-to-day. Dude, if you do like I'm talking about, where you're really like showing that trust and being that, like, playing ball with them and not walking over dollars to pick up dimes, that is like the miracle grow, dude. And so, like, I've planted all these seeds, and in short order with $7,000, dudes, like, it's literally hard for me to keep projecting what we're gonna fucking do every month, dude, because, like, we're fucking gonna shred 5 million this year. Like, it's without a doubt. We're doing like 450 a month right now. Like, it's fucking, and we're scaling more. You know what I mean? Like, in June, I'm probably going to have like 5-6 more trucks on the road. So how do I figure what I'm going to do per year when I'm already doing like 450, 500 a month right now? That fucking brass house bullshit that sounds like it's an L with the right customer, not with any customer. That's the Miracle Grow for them fucking seeds. And that's why my fucking garden in my sweater, that's why my garden is so fucking prosperous, boys. It seems counterintuitive. And it don't work with everybody. And you're right to call it an L, because if you go doing it with the asshole, it ain't gonna work. But you gotta know who you're dealing with. You can't be a pussy either. You gotta be fucking hard as nails too. That's the other part of this. Like, if you're gonna give, you can't just give and give, because you know, if you give an inch, people take a mile. You gotta be able to see that and say, fuck you, you know what I mean? You gotta be confrontational to do this shit. So this is a tricky method, but it's not at the same time. If you're good, if you're honest, if you back it up, if you're willing to stand behind what you say, and you're straight up, right? Like, there's no bullshit to it. There's no gimmicks. There's no scams. It'll be obvious when you need to stand up for yourself. It'll be obvious when you need to make some breaks. And then, like I talked about before, we just truly know the cost of goods sold, and then just get a healthy margin on that. And this shit sells itself like you wouldn't fucking believe, you sons of bitches.